Hey guys, today for the review, we have the ZIBOO 17B Pro. We received this multimeter from the ZIBOO company to make a review. It's the ZIBOO 17B Pro Digital Multimeter. Before we dive in, I want to let you know I'll be giving away this multimeter. Stick around until the end to find out how you can enter. Let's start with the unboxing. It comes with a multimeter. There are 3 AA batteries. There are the probes. There is a multilingual user manual. There is a thermocouple probe to measure temperature. The first thing you want to do is remove the protective film from the display. A built-in kickstand on the back allows you to prop the device upright. Use a small screwdriver to remove the kickstand and install the 3 AA batteries. You will notice 2 fuses. These are designed to protect the meter and the user in the event of an overload. Turn the dial to select the desired multimeter function. The first option is to test DC voltage. Press the mode button to switch to AC voltage. Press the mode button again to switch to hertz. Turn the dial to DC voltage in millivolts. Press mode to switch to AC voltage in millivolts. Press mode to switch to temperature setting. Press mode to switch to Fahrenheit setting. Turn the dial to hertz setting. Press mode to duty cycle. Turn the dial to resistance setting. Press mode to continuity. Press mode to diode setting. Turn the dial to capacitance setting. Press mode to switch to AC amperage setting. Press mode to switch to DC amperage setting. Turn the dial to the amperage setting. Press mode to switch to AC amperage setting. Turn the dial to the milliamperage setting. Press mode to switch to AC milliamperage setting. Turn the dial to the microamperage setting. Press mode to switch to AC microamperage setting. Turn the dial to the non-contact voltage setting. Insert the black probe to the COM port. Insert the red probe to the voltage resistance port. It is now time to perform a test with the multimeter. Let's begin by testing the voltage of this AA battery. Turn the dial to the DC voltage setting. The reading shows around 1.6 volts, which is expected for a new battery. The next test is to measure AC voltage. I have a power strip plugged into a wall outlet. I'll plug the probe leads into the sockets. Press the mode button to switch to AC voltage. I'll plug the probe leads into the sockets. A 120 volt reading matches the standard voltage you'll find in most US household outlets. The next test is to measure the temperature of this ice water. For this test, we need to use a thermocouple. Insert the black connector to the COM port. Insert the red connector to the voltage temperature port. Turn the dial to the millivolts setting. Press mode to switch to the temperature setting in Celsius. The display shows 0 degrees Celsius, as expected for ice water. Press mode to switch to the temperature setting in Fahrenheit. The reading shows 31 degrees Fahrenheit. The next test is to measure frequency. Turn the dial to the frequency setting. The reading comes out to 60 Hz, the common electrical frequency used in nearly all US household circuits. The next test is to measure duty cycle. Press mode to switch to the duty cycle setting. The reading shows a 50% duty cycle. The next test is to measure the resistance of this 10 kilo ohm resistor. Turn the dial to the resistance setting. The reading shows around 10 kilo ohm, which is what we expected. The next test is to measure continuity of this alligator clip. Press mode to switch to the continuity setting. We hear a beep, so there is continuity. The next test is to measure the voltage drop of this 1N4148 diode. Press mode to switch to the diode setting. The reading shows a forward voltage drop of around 0.6 volts, which is expected for a good diode. The next test is to measure the capacitance of this 0.47 microfarad capacitor. Turn the dial to the capacitance setting. The display shows around 492 nanofarad. The next test is to measure the amperage of this simple circuit. To measure amperage, move the red probe from the voltage port to the amperage port. Turn the dial to the microamperage setting. The display shows around 6.7 microamps. The next test is to detect the live AC voltage of this air filter. Turn the dial to the non-contact voltage setting. The multimeter beeps to signal that a live AC wire is present. This is a high-value, budget-friendly multimeter. The meter is durable and provides a rubberized casing for impact protection. It can do a wide variety of measurements, such as AC/DC voltage, resistance, capacitance, and temperature. It accurately measures AC voltage and other tests. The internal fuses are standard, easily replaceable sizes. The display is large and backlit, making it easy to read in dimly lit spaces. Now it's time to explain the giveaway. To enter, complete the form linked in the description. In 2 weeks, I will do a random draw and announce the winner. For full details of the giveaway, please refer to the description. No purchase necessary. Good luck! If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing for more electronics tips and tutorials, and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.